I think what is future city? I mean, I know Tokyo and I know how intense it is, but there's this funny similarity between Finnish and Japanese culture, which has to do with the love of nature and aestheticization of nature. And I think somehow, if I had to guess what is future city, I think there's some more architecturally more advanced version of a city where it's possible to live in nature within city, in the presence of nature within the city. So the juxtaposition, I think, between the city as a hard concrete jungle and nature as the natural is going away. Mm-hmm. In other words, nature is constructed already in most places, it's artificial. And cities are constructed. But I think there is through technology and because of people's desire, and in particular, if you look at Finland and Japan, there's a similar desire to, occupy and look at the natural and live within the natural, although we are urban creatures and we have to operate in an urban manner. So I think that's the future of the cities, the post-industrial city. It's the biomorphic. It's the biomorphic city. When is the future city? I think that's already, Japan has a great tradition of trying to build in nature into small spaces and dealing with small spaces and so on. But you can see signs of this anywhere from urban gardening to architectural solutions that are biomorphic, constructions that start imitating nature and the natural and producing effects and sensations that are similar to that of the natural world. So I think there's a complete mixing of the natural and the architectural that's going to happen, with one starting to resemble the other, and that's the future. That's the future city. Where is the future city? I don't know. We'll see. It could happen anywhere. Japan is probably a pretty good bet, because it's technologically advanced. It has this fascination with the natural, an appreciation of the natural, and it's intensely urban. So that's where those things come together. Whereas in Finland, for example, we don't really have such intense urban conditions. We have much more of the natural. Is the future city? Yeah, I think the future is a city, but I don't think the future will be I don't believe in a kind of dystopia in the manner of Blade Runner at all. I think, or if I look at any science fiction films where they depict a kind of future medieval scenario, or pyramids or anything, I think the future city will be much more like the natural landscape than it is really a city as we know it at the moment. And I think that's the future. That's the future of the city. So in some ways the city goes away and the city becomes nature, or nature becomes city. But that's my bet.